at what point did you realize that your kind of career journey was going to be different because you were a woman?
My mom, I always had a working mom, right? So we come from a very remote part in India, and actually, my mother's journey, I think, really shaped the women I became because, at 18, in a typical Indian fashion, she was supposed to get married, right? And she defied all that. And she said, I'm not marrying. She went, became the first girl in the entire state to get her master's degree. Didn't stop there, got another one, did not marry until much later in life, and was a working woman all her life, right? So, but I used to see her get up at 5, cook breakfast for the entire family, the in-laws included, come back, get immediately into the kitchen, be there until 11, doing all that. And at that time, looking her do all that, I thought, that's not going to be my life, right? I'm supposed to take it to the next level. So I'm going to really challenge the status quo. So when I started working and I became a mother, it was very eye-opening to me that I was falling in the same pattern. I was doing the same things that my mother did. I was carrying all the weight alone, right? Wanting to get up, having to be a perfect mother, cook like a perfect meal, go to work, put in 10 hours, come back home, do it all. So for me, I think the big realization was that if I do really want equality at work, and if I really wanted to be changing for women, I have to start at home first. And so it was a very honest conversation with my husband to say, how are we going to do this? And where can I take the lead and where he takes the lead? And Sanjala, giving myself the permission to do that at home actually made me a much better leader because then I could walk into the workspace and really look at new eyes with what was the divide and conquer that was happening between men and women. And also how to challenge it for many other to come, right? If you're not in that place yourself, it's very hard to say, where do you want to change for the rest of your team? As Manoja said, being really cognizant of like the women in my team or on my team are not compromising on their personal and professional life. They can truly have it all. And to also give ourselves permission that we have the right to ask for that equality, be it at home, be it at workplace. So I felt like my journey started with being really that rebel of like questioning it, right? Like, women have been in workforce for what, 70 plus years now? If you think that World War II was when we really started joining to going, it's taken too long, it won't. And then realizing that I'm actually becoming a part of the problem myself, doing the same things. And that was a wake up call to really drastically change how I conducted myself and engaged both at work and at home. And I do believe in the process. I made my husband also a better professional because doing his equal part at home actually enables him to go with those eyes and with those lenses into his workplace, and make sure that the women on his team are also feeling supported, and he recognizes where they come from and the pressures they are under, and as a support, as a leader, he can make sure that he's there for them and stand up for them. So I think it's a combination of both calling our supporters into play and also taking the charge where we need to.